Good morning, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have another look at MEGACommand box, this time running MCL 4.51. I have just upgraded to the new system and basically I am shocked how many different features are packed into this little box. So let's go. There will be probably plenty of struggling today. Let's see what happens, whatever. Okay, so I'll just power up my Machinedrum. The both devices are now pairing, or they are basically just about to see each other. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have all my slots here, okay, cleared. So I'll just go, so I'll just clear all the slots here, all the tracks. And now I'm going to set up a new project. So I believe it was not here, it was here. Okay, lovely. So new project, and then it's going to be, let's say, I'm not sure, 202. Let's make it, yeah, let's make it 202. Okay, and then yes. So the system is initializing. Terribly sorry for this small screen in the upper left corner. It's going to be quite shaky, because basically I think the zoom in from my camera is so close to the screen that basically whatever I do here, you will see that this is basically just, moving all around. Okay, so the system should be ready in a minute now. So maybe let's just recap on what we have covered in our previous video. So basically, as you probably remember, originally, when you use Machinedrum, you are kind of organized into patterns. So when you have 16 tracks in pattern A01, then you jump to pattern A02, and then you jump to pattern A03, B1, whatever, yeah? But basically, you will use sets of these tracks and also kits, yeah, within the, I would say, smallest building block that is called basically a pattern here, okay? So MCL and MEGACommand allows you to go even deeper. So instead of actually being sort of bound to the patterns, okay, you can use different slots, as they call it, so different parts of tracks of patterns, and you can mix them together. So you can have bass drum from A1, snare drum from A2, then open hi-hat from A3, and then close hi-hat pattern A1 again, rim shot, clap, and so on. I don't know, another tone from your M4 track, so that's the 16th track, could be also, for example, from pattern A03. So actually, you don't think in terms of patterns as you used to when you were using Machinedrum without this box, okay? You are actually now thinking in terms of a, I would say, matrix, yeah, or matrix. So basically, you've got different slots, and you can mix them. Different slots or different tracks from different patterns could be played at once. Super fun. Another thing that is supercharging your Machinedrum is that you can have like a mini independent chains of different slots from tracks. So for example, you could have, let's say, bass drum from pattern A01 or slots A01 to A02 cycling. So for example, let's say 2 loops of this, and then 3 loops of this, and then back. You could also have completely independent loop, for example, for the closed hi-hats. So you could have like slot here, and then here, and then here, and then going back to this one. So let's say 3 loops of this one, 5 loops of this one, and then 6, and then going back. This is what we're going to do first today. Okay, so let's start. Maybe I'll just switch into the enhanced mode. So basically, it's done differently now. You need to be a bit of a patient. And then I'm in the enhanced. Okay, and then I will load this track here. So the row actually of slots. Okay, make sure it's quiet. Right, okay. So I will start the building from the row 2. So that's technically pattern A02, but we don't think in terms of patterns anymore, yeah? Okay, so let's just go to my bass drum. Yeah, whatever, okay. Something like this, okay. Save it, function yes, and then the bass tracks, or the bass drum track is on the first track actually, so that's this trick. So I'll just press this and then it is saved. Okay, and then I will load this one. So now this row is playing. You see, let's maybe add some snare first. I will try to play with bass drum, okay, and I will make snare drum kind of a stable, constant track that we could see what is happening when one thing is just stable and the other thing is moving around the stable element. I think it's maybe quite much easier to see what is happening, okay. So let's just make the snare track. And then save it. So yeah, and then snare drum is my track 2, so trick 2. Okay, right. Okay, lovely. So now what I will do is I will go here, and then here I will maybe go back to my bass drum track, and then I will just maybe put some a different arrangement of the bass drum so I can see the difference. Okay, so maybe something regular. Then save it, and it's this one. Okay, and then loading. So yes, and this one, and you will see that now we've got the snare drum being played from A2. Yeah, so if I go here, so that's the A2 here, okay, but the bass drum is being played from A4 in a row, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to B2, and then I think it was this. First of all, I will load this one, and then it's very important to make sure that you have the mode of actually queuing slots or maybe arranging slots set to automated. Yeah, or automated, I think it is. So you've got manual, queue, and then you've got automated. Yeah, so let's put it this way. Okay, and then yeah, let's load it. So it's this one. So it's this irregular bass drum now being played, and I will go here and I will tell this little guy, okay, please loop for 3 times and then jump to, I'm not sure, I think it was A4, yeah. Okay, and then I will just load this again. So pick and pick, and then after 4 loops it should jump to the regular bass drum here. This is what it did. Okay, so I will go here to this one and then press global, and then I will tell this little guy too, okay, please loop for, let's say, I don't know, 3 times, and then go back. So jump back to, I think it was A4, yeah? A2, sorry. Okay, and then update, and then I will just load this one, and then let's see what happens. I don't remember how many loops here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can check it actually. Okay, so if I go here, so yeah, the loop is going to be like 3 times, so 3 16ths here, okay, and then jump to A4, and then here we will have what? Okay, loop 3 times, so maybe let's make it 6, okay, and 6, yeah, oh, there we go, and then jump back to A0, okay, and then load this one and this one. How many times? 6, yeah, that's 4, 5, 6, and then it should jump here, and this is what it does. fantastic thing, actually, you can have different completely independent chains of slots being played on different tracks, so on different instrument, which is absolutely crazy, to be honest. Okay, so MCL 4.51 introduces another fantastic option, and I think it's called performance mode. Okay, where was it? And here I will be struggling, sorry. Okay, this one. So basically what happens is, this is some kind of a combination of what you used to have, what you had in your Octatrack. So you can morph between different scenes of parameters, and also you can make jumps, something that you had, I think, in analog rhythm, when you have different scenes and then pressing pads would switch you from one scene as a set of parameters to another one. And basically you could have very dramatic sudden changes of sound. We will focus on these two things, if I can remember them clearly. So, okay. So, I will do it like that. First, I'm going to, because I have bass drum and snare track only, so I will maybe focus on the bass drum first, okay? Okay, lovely. So what we will have is, first of all, I will say, okay, this is my scene 1 and this is my scene 2. So again, by pressing this, I would say left arrow, I will say that, okay, this is my scene 1 and this is my scene 2. And you will see there is some kind of a, I'm not sure if you can see this, like a small, really small fader here. Okay? Yeah. Please note how it's going to behave when we will map all the parameters. So what I will do is I will press this trick here and it says, okay, lock 1. So I will choose track 1 and that's going to be pitch. And this parameter here is going to have a value of 1. Okay? Then here in scene 2, I'm also going to have the same parameter. So that's track 1. Then parameter is pitch, and then its value, okay, it's going to be, I would say maximum. Right, okay. So now when I play this track and use this encoder A, you will notice how the pitch of the bass drum is changing. Also, please have a look what is happening here. So it's like the little fader is moving from scene 1, so this one, to scene 2. Okay, let's go. Super nice. You can have up to, I think, 16 different locks. Or pairs of locks, yeah. So 8 pairs, 16 locks mapped to one scene, and you've got I don't remember, 8 scenes, I think. So yeah, 16 parameters per scene. That's a lot. And then another fun that you can have with this, because this is actually essentially something similar to what we had in Octatrack, yeah. So you have a morphed change of parameter. Okay, you can have different performances saved as slots in grid Y. When you can switch from not from the screen, but you can switch from grid X to Y using this scale setup button. But there's another thing I would like to show you. And basically, so if we go to, where was it? To a mixer. Where is it? This one. Okay. You could have sudden changes without morphing. And I think it works like this. So basically, if I have this one, and then I say, I'm in the mixer. First of all, maybe I was too quick. Okay. So I'm in the mixer page. Here. Okay. And then when I press this is some kind of a I would say, preview of different mutes, because it's not only for performance, it's also for mutes. But what I could do is, I have like 4 different scenes. This one, scenes of mutes, so to speak, not scenes of the performance setups. Okay, so let's say I have this one. And then, when I keep pressing this arrow and then press no, I can map. So my parameter A will be this, okay? And then I can load this one by pressing the arrow and then pressing yes. We'll not hear anything because obviously nothing is being played. Right. So now I will go to this one. So you could see, okay, under this arrow I have my controller of the whole performance. So controller A set to this value, and then under my right arrow I have nothing. So I will just basically move this controller, or define its value by arrow, then press no, and then just go to the max here. Okay, and then you will see here my controller A is something next to 0, and here my controller A is maximum. So now when I play, I can load the scene. Nothing happens because it's 0, but now fantastic thing. This is something that was also, I would say, possible, I believe, in analog Rytm, when you had different sets of parameter locks set to one pad, and jumping from pad to pad, you had different sets of parameter locks, and basically you could very quickly, dramatically change the nature of your sound within one set. Amazing stuff, absolutely amazing stuff. Just remember that when we went to parameter locks, we have only one controller, so that's controller A. You could choose controller B and C and D because you've got different encoders, so that's A, B, C, D, and each of them could be mapped to 8 scenes, I believe. 2 scenes with 16 different locks, so that's 8 pairs of parameters. You need pairs because obviously you will be jumping from one scene to another, yeah? Amazing stuff, really nice, especially if you perform music live and you need some, I don't know, excitement, and maybe you need to put some pressure and some additional animation to your sound, both by morphing sound from one to another or by sudden changes, as we did with the changes of the scenes of performances in the mixer page. I do recommend actually upgrading first your Electron Machinedrum to system X10. I did that quite nicely. It's the original, the oldest model of Machinedrum, SPS1 without the user wave. Then I upgraded my MEGACommand box from 4.31 to 4.51. Sorry, that was, I think, 4.30 to 4.51. It wasn't very difficult. There are tutorials everywhere on the internet, so you will easily do that. This box is really amazing. I just maybe wish that manual was a bit more, I would say, detailed, or maybe if the manual showed you like step by step what you need to do, then basically maybe that would be easier for many of the users to actually comprehend what is inside of the box. For me, it took a while. I'm probably not the sharpest pencil in the case. So it took me a while to actually get this thing to work. So I hope you will basically find this video useful. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.